And when I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
Well, we're on to Cincinnati.
It's my team. It's my quarterback.
They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Hello? You play to win the game.
They want you to cook the dinner. At least they ought to let you shop for some of the groceries.
And on the way up, we're going to buy the kneecap off.
You kidding me? Playoffs?
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
How can you not be romantic about football, man?
Hey, welcome to the Benched with Bonnetta podcast. My name is Rachel Bonnetta. Joining me is Mohan and Junkyard Dog. How you boys doing today?
Great. How are you doing?
What the hell was that? You didn't even answer.
I was going to answer next after I didn't know it was just going to be great.
I feel like I'm on level 25 and you guys are like at a 2.5.
I came in smiling and you were like, what are you doing?
Well,
what's
'cause you're
going
up to
on?
something
Why are
when
you
you-
being weird? I was like, I haven't seen
Sorry,
you.
you walked into the room and didn't say anything. You were
I was happy
grinning
to
from
see you.
ear to ear.
I was happy to see you. And
Which is a statement you've literally never said in
I'm
your life
always
before.
happy to see you. No.
Graver, how are you doing today?
I'm
How are you
hyped.
doing a week removed from the great ATN benched rivalry that kicked off?
I'm just letting the news cycle continue. Eventually, it'll be forgotten, and I'll be off the hook. And that's where I'm at.
I want
if
to
we
say
bring it
one.
up.
I want to say one more thing about it before it dies.
Uh-huh.
They tried to get out of it by saying like, "Oh, we said within these walls,"
Right.
but within these walls at that moment, within the walls, not within the walls that are withstanding at all times.
Yeah, this says benched with Bonnetta up there.
Yeah, but
Nothing.
Graver denounced us,
Yeah.
is what I'm saying. We weren't within the walls, and you denounced us. So that's where I take issue. So there's no talking. I listened to ATN this week. I heard Mark and Greg. They were backpedaling, and Dan didn't. He held strong, which I respect.
Yeah, Greg actually thought the within these walls was on purpose, and Dan was like, no.
Exactly.
Yeah, so.
Exactly. Whatever. We're going to leave that in the dust. I am going on ATN on Thursday, so maybe it won't be left in the dust for long.
I'll see you there.
I'm going to take issue. Guys, we have so much to talk about this week. There is so much happening in the NFL world. I feel like we're getting like a fresh dose of football again. We've gone 4 months without. The Super Bowl was 4 months ago. 3, 4? No,
March,
it's
April,
been 4.
May.
It was the beginning of February, so basically all of February, March, April were crap.
Yeah. It's like February
Whatever,
12th.
it was 3 months
It
ago.
February
feels like
12th,
4.
March 12th, April 12th, May
It
11th.
was 3 months ago. We haven't had football for 3 months.
Yeah.
That's painful. And we have 4 months to go. But the schedule release comes out on Thursday. We get to see who is playing what game where. And I'm having an issue because no one's sharing this schedule with me personally. Everyone says that they have it, but they won't give it to me. And people are signing NDAs. Like, it's a very exclusive thing to be in the small group of people that have received this schedule. I was asked to write a song about the schedule release. How am I supposed to write a schedule release? How come I don't have a schedule? No one's giving this to me. Graver, do you have it? Look me in the face and tell me you don't have it.
I don't have it.
I was like,
No, I don't have it. And it's actually funny because tomorrow on ATN, we're taping a whole schedule reaction thing, but we're taping it at 12 p.m. Pacific. The schedule doesn't come out till 5, so Greg has the schedule. And he said, I probably should have sent it to you, but I didn't want the Titans schedule leaking on Twitter. So I do not have it.
okay, so I'm not trusted in this building. You're not trusted in this building. Mohan's staying awfully silent. Huh.
It's always the quiet ones.
Do you know something that we don't know?
I don't.
Do you have some ins at Fox Sports with
Definitely
your new
not.
pal, Tom Brady?
My coworker.
Is that weird?
Everyone's saying our new coworker.
Okay, so obviously everyone has heard that Tom Brady is going to be signing with Fox Sports as their lead guy.
Lead color analyst on the
Lead
number
color
one
analyst.
broadcast team.
With my friend Kevin Burkhardt. Love that guy. What a nice gentleman he is. But what's it like? So Mohan works at Fox Sports. If those of you that don't know, that's where we met. What's the buzz around the office? I didn't even realize we had such an inside scoop here.
Very excited.
Yeah?
Very excited.
People are calling him their coworker already.
Yeah.
That's pathetic.
Not me, but other people.
You've dropped it.
No, definitely not.
Come on.
Also, they're paying him reportedly $375 million. Can you imagine paying someone that much money?
And they haven't
never
even
done
anything.
They've never done the job before.
I just think it's so. I mean, it's obviously going to be very cool to see, and I will absolutely watch every single minute of it. But don't you think that like Tom Brady's just like bigger than this at this point? And that's no slight to Fox. Like, I think he's just kind of bigger than football now. Like why doesn't he just do like what Michael Jordan did and just like retire and go be Michael Jordan? Retire and go be Tom Brady. You don't need to. You are a trillionaire probably at this point. You've probably made so much money in your career from all of your products, TB12, campaigns, endorsing whatever, and you played football forever.
Production company.
His production company. He's in a movie right now. Like, it just seems like, what are you doing?
I also think it's tough. On the field, you've seen him as most like fiery and competitive, but when he's in the booth, like he's not going to be. What's he competitive about? Because he's not playing, he's not going to talk smack about other players.
He wants to be better than Romo, so he's going to give it his all.
Get paid more.
Yeah,
I just don't think he'll be critical.
Listen, of
other players.
It's interesting, and also we've seen this new side of Tom Brady the last like 5 years since he got really into social media. Everyone's like, "Wow, Tom Brady is very funny." Is it Tom Brady?
No.
Or is it a team of people? That's also something that's going to come out in the booth. We're going to expect him to be this like super fun guy, that's like, he's also, you mentioned fiery. He's also a little petty. Like, remember when he was playing, was it the Bucks playing the Falcons like last year and he had the 28-3 score line on his computer behind him?
Yeah.
Or whatever it was. He's petty like that. Like, are we going to see some of that come out? Because I'd be interested in watching that. I'm just so interested. Is he gonna? I'm just afraid that he's gonna kind of like look human, and I don't really want to see that.
Did you see his admission about the tuck rule last week on Twitter, TikTok, whatever that he posted? Oh my gosh, he fully admitted that he fumbled against the Raiders.
I did see that. I did see that. Spicy.
Should I play the audio?
Go for it.
New trend alert. Tell me something honest.
Tuck rule game against the Raiders.
Spice. Also, like, it kind of, this has got to be his last year, right? This has got to be his last year. I heard that this was announced on like a weekly Zoom that like Lachlan Murdoch did with like all of Fox. Like, it happened on like just a like earnings, a conference call, like a monthly. Oh, here's what we've got. We've got, Talladega coming up. We got,
the greatest football player of all time.
Draft. Oh, and by the way, Tom Brady's going to sign for the next 10 years. Or what? It was 10 years. Here's the thing, though, Mo. You're going to, like, brush arms with this guy. You're going to be in the hallway with him at some point. We've all seen them. We've seen Troy. We've seen Joe. We've seen Terry. Like, if you're in the building, you see these guys. What are you going to do? Are you going to go up and say hi or pretend that you don't exist?
I'll do the pretend you don't exist.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like he'd really like you.
I don't know. What would I say? What would be my...
Graver, if you saw Tom Brady in the hallways here, would you go up and say hi to him or would you avoid him?
If I was walking by in the hallway, I'd definitely like look at him, maybe give him a head nod, maybe say, hey, how's it going?
I wouldn't.
I saw Roger, big boss, Roger Goodell at the draft. Just happened to be walking
Did you say
in
hi?
the hallway. I did. I said, hey, what's up? And he looked at me and he goes, how's it going? As we were just walking by each other.
You didn't boo him on the spot?
I should have just started.
I feel like you would have laughed.
Did you say, hi, I'm Junkyard Dog. You may recognize me from voice on Benched with Bonnetta.
I should have promoted the pod, but I didn't. Opportunity missed.
It would be crazy. I've always thought, what if you were around Michael Jordan or Tiger Woods or Tom Brady, like the best player or the GOAT? Like, I don't think.
Well, Pete famously worked on the Tiger Woods show that, how he broke his legs on the way to a shoot, like whenever that happened, 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, whatever. Pete was working that shoot that he was on. Did I already talk about this on this pod?
Yeah. That's good.
And he got to just watch Tiger Woods play for days. That's not fair. Pete's like a newbie to golf. He's already better than me. He's got to watch Tiger Woods. Not Team Pete, Team Rachel. Guys, I went to an Angel City FC game this week. So much fun. If you've not been to Bank of California Stadium and seen an LAFC game or an Angel City FC game, it is so much fun. We got kicked out of our seats because we sat in the wrong spot. Shout out to Crypto.com, by the way, who got me tickets. They were pretty sweet. I felt like a little princess. But anyways, they gave me these really nice seats, and I went to go sit down, and I sat in the wrong one. So these ladies came up and told us that we were sitting in the wrong place, and we had eaten a bunch of chicken wings, so I had to gather all the chicken wings, the leftovers, and like walk, because I didn't want to leave chicken wings by their seat, and I was just like walking like, oh no. And somebody whispered to my friend, I love her show. It's this one.
Whoa.
It was worth it
I was
for stealing
chicken
someone's.
wings.
Shout out.
Did you get kicked out or just asked politely to move?
It was not polite. I was not going to say that, but I was asked not politely to move.
I went to
accidents happen.
I went to a Nashville SC game. I think it was Saturday night. Was that the night before you were there?
Yeah, it was Sunday. I went Sunday.
And when we got there, somebody was in our seats. And rather than like kick them out, we just sat in the row next to them like a normal person would do.
I mean, these were nice seats. So if those were my seats, I would have been like, hey, sorry, you're sitting in our seats. But like they automatically assumed that we were like trying to steal their seats. And like, I don't want to be that girl, but like it was a VIP section. Okay, baby, you're going to need your tickets to get into this section. So like, obviously I had seats around there.
Right.
They were a little rude. I don't know. But anyways, why I bring this up is I had a little snack while I was there that caused quite the stir. I think that I've spoken, many times about my love of hot dogs on this here program. I stated that I eat my hot dogs with ketchup, relish, and mayo, the proper way to eat a hot dog. And my notifications haven't exploded like that in quite some time. So I wanted to ask you guys, how do you eat your hot dogs? You don't eat hot dogs. Graver, how do you eat your hot dogs?
That is a ridiculous trio of toppings.
No, it's not. It's a perfect blend of
What does the mayo do?
Yeah,
Do
mayo.
you mix the mayo with the ketchup to make...
What, have you never had like French fries in ketchup and mayo? Oh, you haven't lived.
I feel like mayo's for sandwiches.
What's a hot dog? I don't want to get into this. I don't want to get into this. I don't want to get into this. I don't want to get into this.
Here's the thing about hot dogs and sandwiches. To me, this is just our societal need to overclassify everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like a hot dog is just a hot dog. It doesn't have to fit into some larger category.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Everything has to fit into its own category. Let me really stir the pot here because this is a big... I hate the hot dog a sandwich conversation. I hate it, but let me one up it. What is a Cheeto? Is it a chip?
Yes.
It's a snack.
It's a chip.
It's
in the chip aisle. It's in a chip.
It's a chip.
Okay. It's a chip.
When you buy a variety pack of chips, like, those little lunch ones, the Cheetos are in there.
Yeah.
So it's part of the chip community.
I've gotten into a very large fight with our friend Pat because he thinks it's a puff. And I said, what's a puff? This podcast gone down the tubes already. Guys, this week I'm going to Yosemite, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to be with my in-laws for 12 days.
It's a long time.
I'm excited. It's going to be great.
In a cabin?
In a cabin. We're doing a little tour around California.
Nice.
But it's going to be quite lovely. Are we taking this podcast on the road? I don't know.
That's up to you. If you bring a mic, we can do it.
Listen, if I almost get eaten by a bear next week and I have to talk about it, we're doing the pod. I don't care where we are. Okay? I'm going to take one for the team. Okay, so the big news, obviously, of the week is that the schedule release is coming out. I mentioned that I was asked to write a song about it. Guys, the last 48 hours, I have been teaching myself how to use GarageBand. And I want to... I don't want to show the song here, but I just want to show you what was created in the Beat Lab this week because I'm actually quite proud of it. And I just wanted to see if you guys wanted to listen to it.
Yeah. Let's do it.
This is exclusive. No one's heard this. Not even the producer that asked me to pick this song yet. Are you ready, Graver?
Let's do it.
Are you ready?
Yes.
No, I'm nervous. I don't want to do it anymore.
No.
You do it.
Okay.
You brought it up.
I just taught myself how to use GarageBand.
Okay.
Is it a jam?
This bangs, as they say, right?
Slaps.
This slaps.
Slaps.
Please don't say slaps. Hold on, wait till the first chorus.
18 more Sundays to go till we see Big Red in his Hawaiian polo.
That's all you get. That's all you
Ooh,
get.
That was good.
That's gonna
Doesn't
be
it sound like a Postal Service song or something?
Yeah. That's a banger.
That's gonna be remixed
I made that,
for
guys.
sure. That's gonna be remixed.
I made that. Like by banging on the table.
Wow.
I found a little like egg maraca.
Wow.
And playing the piano.
That's really impressive.
That's nice.
Are you impressed?
I'm really
I
impressed.
think I might be impressed.
You should be.
And I just taught myself how to play GarageBand. I like called my brother almost in tears yesterday because he's a producer and like a musician and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know how to do this. And he's like, it's GarageBand. Like the most simplest editing of music that exists. And he basically shamed me, but it's fine. But that's the big news of the week. Hot dogs are a sandwich and Cheetos are a chip, baby. And Tom Brady is Mohan's coworker. We'll be right back after this. Zabba-dee-ba-da-bow.
He's the best.
All right. We've actually got quite a few things that I have seen this week, good and bad. First things first. We've been talking about food a little bit on this podcast. Sauce Gardner came out and said that the reason why he's called Sauce, I think we all kind of assumed this, is that he liked sauces. Did we assume that, or did we think he was like saucy, like dripping in swag? I think that's what I thought. Not that he liked sauces. That just seems a little too on the nose.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know if I thought anything other than like cool nickname. Like he covers you like sauce because he's such a sticky corner. He's all over you, or I don't know.
Like what a random.
When you say got the sauce, what does that mean?
I got the sauce. Like I got the swag.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Like drip.
Who said I got the sauce?
No, like the saying.
Is that something you're trying to like say now to people? Because I don't recommend it. I don't think that fits
You don't think I can pull that off?
I don't think that fits you. Yo, Tom, you're my coworker now. I got the sauce.
We got the sauce.
I feel like a lot of people like dipping stuff in sauces. Like this isn't that
I
special.
know, but what
of
a
a
random.
thing.
If I saw Mohan dipping all of his food in sauces, I wouldn't be like, I'm going to call you sauce. Like that just seems so.
Hi Google, what does "you've got the sauce" mean? Hip hop artists have been using the term sauce as slang for swagger and luxury branded clothing and accessories since at least 2013.
Again, I don't think you should be saying this.
we already cleared that up.
I don't think
but
it fits.
Maybe I can do it.
Is this something you really want to do?
I'll give it a try.
That's gonna be a rough week. Well, okay, so Sauce Gardner got his nickname for his love of dipping sauces, which is apparently just like 3 packets of sriracha that he dips his like nuggets and fries in. Doesn't even no. What's your favorite sauce? There is only one correct answer to this, folks. There's only one. No, don't give me that face. There's one correct, accurate answer to this.
You need to be more open-minded.
Nuh-uh. Me?
Yeah. Mine's honey mustard.
Honey mustard. I was going to say
Incorrect.
that.
2 versus 1.
No, it's sweet and sour.
Sweet and sour is a great sauce.
Sweet and sour. I don't even mess with honey mustard.
There is a truffle hot sauce.
That sounds disgusting.
That is
I
the
hate
absolute
truffles.
best thing I've ever tasted.
Truffles are a punch in the mouth of flavor. It's too much flavor.
You should try this sauce. It's not overly truffle.
Where do you get it from?
I got mine from Whole Foods. It's called Truff. Shout out to someone that doesn't sponsor this podcast, but it is so good.
Truff, we don't need you to sponsor our podcast, okay? I'm anti-truffles.
You get sweet and sour sauce from like McDonald's?
Sweet and sour sauce from McDonald's. I dip my chicken nuggies in there, obviously. My French fries in there, obviously. I don't really use a dip other than that, except for ranch with my pizza.
Have you been to Raising Cane's?
Yes.
I don't even know what that is.
That was a big
cane
That's a chicken
sauce.
place?
Yeah.
Cane sauce.
What is that?
It's like mayo and
ketchup and barbecue and I don't
all...
Mayo and ketchup, which is exactly what you just said was disgusting on a hot dog. What's wrong with you?
It's better on chicken.
Yeah, it is. And they have the toast. I'm not too big on ketchup.
You don't like ketchup?
I can be okay with or without it.
I think that I have eaten ketchup on just about every single kind of food. Are you anti-ketchup on your eggs?
I will eat it. I prefer a hot, like something with
Tabasco.
spice. Yeah, Tabasco.
I think that I'm
or
just
something.
anti-flavor, guys. I recently went to Major Domo, which is like a Momofuku restaurant. Shout out to Greg, actually. He got me a gift card for just being a good friend. So I went there, and it was just too much flavor. And I just decided that I would prefer a grilled cheese over most things.
Wow.
Yeah. At any point in time.
Grilled cheese and tomato soup is an elite combination.
You don't even need the tomato soup. Just give me a grilled cheese.
Okay.
I went through a phase when I was younger where I would only eat white rice. I would wake up and have white rice for breakfast.
That explains a lot.
Whoa! I would have white rice for lunch, and I would have white rice for dinner. Like, I just don't like flavor. I don't like cooking. I eat for fuel. I don't eat for, like, enjoyment. I'd rather have a cocktail. Woo!
My hot take about sauces is that, like, I do like sauces and I do dip things in sauces, but when I just think about, like, a little container of sauce and that full thing being in my stomach, it kind of grosses me out a little bit.
I don't even think about that.
To the point where I'm like, how important is sauce even at all?
Let me ask you this. Does the fact that now that we know why sauce is called sauce, does that make all of it a little less cool?
Yes.
I think so too. Because he even had the sauce bottle at the draft where he actually, I think, had sauce in there.
Yeah.
It's not
as, like, cool as being just, like, a random
saucy
nickname. I don't know. It's
yeah,
weird.
or he could be, like, saucy on the field. Like, I'm going to hit you. I'm a little saucy.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Back to ketchup.
Are we out?
We're out on this.
Back to ketchup. I think I don't like it because the ketchup packets, I feel like it's a lot of work to get.
It is. I'm anti-ketchup packet.
To get a little bit of ketchup.
Those are probably single-handedly causing climate change because they're all in the ocean killing fish.
You spend a lot of time trying to get a little bit of ketchup out, and it's not worth it.
Another food take this week. Everyone's just coming up with their crazies. Sam Howell, new Commanders quarterback, claims to have never eaten steak, burgers, or any seafood. The man only eats chicken. And I want to take it over to our resident person that does the exact same.
The resident chickentarian.
You only eat chicken. Yes. Have you ever had a steak, a burger, or seafood?
I've had bites. I don't enjoy it.
You're just not into it. Is that because you didn't like grow up eating all of these things?
So it's like just... if you tried dragon meat, the texture wouldn't be right. Like there's
I'm sorry. This is a fictional.
That's
mythical...
not even. We didn't even.
Or ostrich.
No one
meat.
Mentioned dragon or ostrich. Actually,
no. It's when you try a meat you're not used to, and the texture is just weird.
Chicken arguably has the weirdest texture.
I don't think so.
It's. Like
I went to Hawaii and I had some seafood and poke, and it's not.
Sushi. You're out on sushi too? Wow.
Sushi's so good.
But, I grew up not eating sushi. I was in the middle of nowhere. I didn't have sushi until I was like 25. But Mama loves it.
It doesn't fill me up.
Does it fill you up? That's right. It's rice.
Eat more.
No, I get the avocado. Avocado ones.
Interesting.
Right.
What's your take on steak?
I don't like the texture.
And you don't.
If we're at a steakhouse, I'd rather have like a chicken dish.
The thing is, chicken is so easy to cook that when you're at a restaurant and you order chicken, you're like, you might as well just go home. You might as well
just
cook.
stay at home.
Yeah. If you're going to pay someone to cook food for you.
What makes me sad is that you don't like cheeseburgers. Like you never get to enjoy In-N-Out or, I mean, to each their own.
It is healthy. Red meat's not really good for you.
Me and Sam have championship diets.
He says, the only meat I eat is chicken. It's been like that my whole life. I don't really know why. You know what? Maybe I'm going to join the only chicken brigade because like I said, don't like flavor.
I feel like I'm a trendsetter. More NFL players are going to copy my diet.
A lot of people are going to be saying, I got the sauce next week.
This whole conversation doesn't mention pork once. Does Sam eat pork? Mohan, do you eat pork?
No, I don't.
Is this like a thing that you just grew up with, like in your family? Like they just
my parents raised the kids. My parents are vegetarian, but raised us kids eating chicken because they wanted us to have some sort of protein.
Do you think you could switch to vegetarian really easily?
My brother did that.
I've tried it a couple of times. It's hard.
It's hard. I feel like in California it's a little easier because you can find substitutes. Like the stuff.
In LA, it's a very LA thing to do.
Yeah.
Okay, one last thing. Craziest thing that I heard this week. Could there be a second NFL team coming to Dallas, Texas? Dallas mayor thinks city could host second NFL team alongside the Cowboys. What do you guys think about this? Obviously, the Cowboys are America's team. They are the biggest NFL team. But I feel like Dallas would have a hard time pulling fans away from the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So it'd be kind of a waste of time.
As a Dallas native, born and raised, lived there for 18 years, Jerry Jones would never, ever, ever allow the NFL to bring another team to Dallas.
What if it's Jerry's team? What if it's Jerry's second team?
No.
What if it's Jerry's second team? It started to gain some success. The Cowboys have had just numerous cursed years. What if?
Is he going to hire a GM, or is he going to try to GM 2 teams at once? Because that would be insane.
When does this podcast come out? Today?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say something about the schedule because I did find out something earlier, but I can't say it.
Is it about the Cowboys?
No.
I don't have any information.
No. I've said too much.
All right.
See, this is what
no one trusts you with anything.
Listen to ATN tomorrow, where we react to the whole schedule.
Wow.
We're cross-promoting the other
podcasts
show.
on our podcast.
No, it's good for both of us.
I don't know how long this relationship is gonna last, Kramer. Okay, finally we gotta do the dirty. That wasn't meant to sound. It wasn't meant to sound like that. We gotta kick a team out. Benched Bachelorette. We've kicked off quite a few teams so far. I gotta say, no one's really made a stink about it.
We've kicked off 7 teams.
Let me ask you this. Are the Bucks still on that list?
They are.
Well, I'm sorry to say they're no longer on that list. I just feel like this is going to be Tom Brady's last year. There's no way he's going to keep on playing football when he's got $379 million on the other side. What are the Bucks without Tom Brady right now? Is Gronk going to come back? Who knows? Is Julian Edelman going to join him? Who knows? Even if they do, they're going to be gone when Brady retires. Bucks, I'm sorry to say, Bruce Arians isn't even your head coach anymore. I could have gotten behind him. I could have gotten behind the hats, the attitude. He's no longer the head coach, so I will be moving on. You are not going to receive a rose this week. I'm so sorry.
Sad.
Is it?
Nah.
Okay. Guys, that's our show. Next time you see us or hear us, am I going to still even be alive, or will I get eaten by a bear next week?
I hope you'll still be alive.
That'd be a bummer.
That'd
be a weird way to go out. And then everyone's going to listen back to this podcast and be like, oh my gosh, she was actually eaten by a bear.
Was the bear listening and plotting?
And you say the next time we hear the pod, which implies the pod would go on just me and Mohan.
That is something you two would do.
Hey, not me.
That is something you two would do.
Not me.
I'm not saying we want to, but the way you said that implied that it would happen.
By the way, guys, I got so many nice messages this week about people being really open about their mental health and where their brains are at and all of that really fun stuff.
Did you see Tariq Cohen's Players Tribune?
I didn't. No.
Written.
No, I gotta read that.
A powerful piece about his own struggles.
All right, let's all go read it. But I really appreciate all of your messages. And thank you so much for listening to this podcast. The lady while I was holding the chicken wing, she said she liked her show. That means a lot.
That's a win.
Watch us on YouTube, subscribe to the podcast, give us a 5-star review, and say, I love Mohan! See you next week!